Welcome to SGL Spiritual Guide Night. This is a general reading. Take what resonates, take what doesn't resonate with you, store it in your safe deposit box and use it for when you need it, especially when you have a deja vu. For the foremost listener, viewer, let's go ahead and see what additional messages come out of the message that I received, which was, you are not a bastard child. Okay. I'm not going to, throughout your reading, say this could be you or this could be them. The message that I received was, you are not a bastard child. I am getting that there has been growth off of, in the past you may have not have seen it as you've been matured. You then may have said you're the rebel of the family, the black sheep, blah blah blah, but then you realize there's some sense of awakening of realizing that the people that you love do not like you. They have envied you since birth, and you are not a bastard child. You are a gifted child, a born leader, born talent, unique, eccentric. And throughout your life, the reason why there was a lack of guidance is because of your capabilities. But now that you're an adult, right, you are in a position to connect not just with people, but with new opportunities that brings ties in balance and success. All right. You may be feeling exhausted. That's just because of energy that is trying to block it. For some of you, your family does have cooking rituals, and you are coming out of, you may have eaten their Thanksgiving food, it doesn't matter. You've eaten their food, and that food had ill intentions. For some of you who can understand what I'm saying, moving forward, for some of you, you have your mother or aunts, uncles, whoever in pertaining to that you have disconnected from, that makes you feel like you no longer want to. Um, this is a narcissistic family, a controlling family, and the reason why you are being, they're trying to. It's like it's not being said, but it's being promoted, but it's not being accepted because the truth has revealed, and for some of you it's unfolding, and that's the awareness that no, you are not a bastard child. You were the chosen child. And for some of you it's like I'm self-made. I had to teach myself, meaning you had to bump your head a few times growing up. You had to go through some experiences, a lot of experiences, that if that past was to resurrect itself, you wouldn't feel embarrassed about it. It's kind of like a trophy, like, yeah, despite of me having family, this is what I had to go through. Where was the village? For some of you, you did have a village. You had a village of security that protected you from the back end, behind the scenes, allowing you to explore this journey of a rebel child. Okay, with no rules, no regulations, meaning you were able to be destructive, right? With the respect of insurance in the streets of the rebels, the underworld, the shadow energy. But moving forward back to this narcissistic family, it's more so of it was a requirement. It's like the head of a family, whether if someone got married into the family, the reason why it was accepted because of what you could not see, what was going on behind the scenes spiritually, was a contract. And with that contract pertaining to you and your alignment, it's like this narcissistic family, in order for them to continue to receive inheritance on earth, you are not able, they have to, it's kind of like battleship, they have to sink your ships. But there is a sense of enlightenment here and foolishness. It's like, fool me once, right? Fool me twice, fool me 3 times, right? This is an experience of being fooled more than 100 times because of the love that you have for family, right? You're the compassionate one. For some of you, you have a good heart, but you don't play. It's just like, it's that I don't care anymore because no one cares about me. No one takes out the time to hear me out, or everyone is acting like they don't see what they're doing. They do. They do. Okay. Most High, thank you so much for blessing the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this reading to bring clarity, understanding, and confirmation for the viewer, as above, so below. Ashe. Starting off, foolishness energy is the Hangman. Just to throw that out there. Like I said, they know what they're doing, right? Instead of hanging themselves, if they can project that you are worthless, that you're difficult, you don't hear anyone out, you want to play the victim, it's kind of like you walk in, you grasp the air, you take in space, and it's not intentionally. You were ordained, you are a chosen child of your bloodline. And I truly believe that there's some form of marriage that's connected to you within your family. It's kind of like everything is one-sided here. But if you follow suit with them, then it's like you follow suit, but you still don't get anything benefit of it. But only thing that stops is this foolishness, right? So there is a sense of being in your standstill. Why people act foolish, you stand still and allow everything to play itself. Because normally, you get what I'm saying? It's like someone that's getting treated like a bastard child. It's like their strings are being pulled. They're being orchestrated here. This go around, this is you being at a standstill. So you're saying, I am not going to be the fool. I am not going to be the jester. I am going to stand still and watch the fool get played by the fool. Because there is some type of illusion here. If they can make you believe that you are worthless, that you it's like one day someone's saying, yeah, you're capable, you're strong, and then the next day, well, why do you want to do that? What made you think of that? And then they turn around to have someone do the same thing, or they do what they downplayed you about. It's no longer as well. Viewer, it's time for you to get out of foolish thinking, of thinking that time now is not the time of your own worthiness. Let's see where you are in the matrix. We have natural magic here. There is some lesson that needs to be learned here, in the sense of not pondering in the past, but connecting the dots. There's major events that need to be connected, that it makes sense to this point. And that causes you to be present, and you're able, it's not being entertained by the foolish people who are acting foolish at the forefront. You'll be able to read. It's like this is a moment of you being able to see that you can read people. Okay. And not to second guess, but for the most part, Be mindful of the first thoughts that come into your mind, because they can be steaming off of that that chain from the ill intentions that were set upon you, that form that bastard child, that darkness, that casting out. We have the talisman. Didn't I say you were chosen? This is your zeal, right? In the underworld and in light self. But something within the past, like I said, it's not in a place of being in a sunken place and being in deep thought. It's literally just putting major events and highlighting those major events that you went through and connecting those. There's something. Putting the pieces together. That's what it is. Mystical matrix here. Remember when I said that when you step in the room, it's like you take up space, you grasp the air, and it's not intentionally. Without your presence, I'm definitely getting whoever is controlling family or controlling family members, there is a distance, there is a disconnect here. And without you giving them your energy, takes them into a different dimension, into a sunken place of where the unfamiliar and your direction, your light is needed. And it's kind of like someone coming and going, oh, so now you need me, right? But it's more so of being realistic, right? Everyone is well taken care of and you could be struggling, but you need my energy, you need my light so that you can be able to survive. Yeah, foolish energy. Look at this. The sun. This is working your way from the bottom to the top here. Let me turn this light. I feel like I'm not getting enough light. I'm hearing bastard children bastardize the chosen. So you're not the only one going through this. These certain family members or certain people, they probably don't even tell stories. And that's probably what needs to be connected, is a conversation that is needed to be had to get information of hearing what they've been through and whatever they have been through. If they're willing to look at that, the King of Cups. The foolish fool will not be able to maintain their emotions here. They won't. And this isn't an upright, but they won't. The reason why I confirm that is I'm speaking of foolish energy. But for the most part, you, by entertaining a fool, you need to have your emotions intact by the stories, because everything's going to make sense. For some of you already have your clarity. And it's kind of like, it's not throwing it in someone's face like, yeah, and I was the bastard child. It's like the energy of thinking they could get away with something for such a long periods of time, for all those years to get that blesses you with more youthfulness, more energy. And like I said, right now you may be feeling lost or drained, tired, and that's because the residue is leaving your body. It's trying to, it's like a leech, right? That leech is going to grab on, and like if you put a flint hot fire to it, eventually it will let go. That's what's going on around you and within you. It's like whatever that energy is, it's falling into different dimensions in this mystical matrix. It find it can't find your realm. Can't attach to it. it's definitely with the natural magic. It has been transmuted. The mirroring. Be mindful of people saying, hey, you need our help, anything you want me to do. There's some trying to find a way to get in, to come in, to leech on to you. Okay. Also, you may be catching yourself doing certain things, or like laugh or say something. It's like some kind of action that reminds you of other people. And that's also a signal. It's like you are being announced, those who ill intention casted dark energy upon you, stole your spiritual abundance where you were unable to manifest in the 3D realm. And it activates these connections here. You see, it's like, it's not a puzzle, but there's some type of activation here. And that's why whatever this energy is that's within someone's coming in to try to latch, they're trying to latch on to this new beginning with the sun. Maybe dealing with a Leo, fire sign. But this is foolish energy here. But within the matrix, the universe is definitely protecting you, whether you know it. And even in 3D, you may recognize a certain activity, and it's kind of like, what a coincidence. Or, you may have incidents where you're bumping your knee, hitting your elbow, biting your tongue. I don't know, if something falls in your eye, or you're scratching your head, and it's kind of like, or you may be feeling like this tense energy of being watched. Your light is being watched, but no one can latch onto it. It's protected. This is like someone sitting here saying, like, this is like someone being told, okay, now look, if you eat this, it's going to make you sick. But if you eat it, even though it makes you sick, it's going to make you rich. These are people, are energies within people whom chose to be sick. And that's why they were lost. And that's why someone was cheated out of their life. But it's being re-blessed to you, released to you. And it's like individuals are asking God, please forgive me. Just allow this person to give an opportunity from them to forgive. And it's like, no, you released them. You already forgiven them. Their apology is what's overdue here. Yeah. I'm also getting, you have conquered the Prince of Darkness. The Prince of Darkness blessed you with this zeal, giving the announcement to the Most High that you are worthy and trustworthy. Whoever that's for. Let's go ahead and pull a golden ticket. But the message I received was, you are not a bastard child. That is just an illusion. We have the, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of Wands. Okay. I'm surprised the star didn't come out, but the bottom of the golden ticket is the death here. Now there's two ways to look at this. The first way is, if you can see here, it's showing wands. People are trying to hand you their wand, but you are being combative and not willing to take someone's advice, someone's direction here. And it's like, no. You're like, no, it comes with a price. No, thank you. For some of you, you are getting rid of those who are mirroring that they have good intentions pertaining to whatever your passion or your drive is that you've been working so hard to establish. It's ending to bad relationships that no longer serve you. The King of Swords. These people can no longer tap into your thoughts. With the foolishness of the Hangman here, oh my goodness, and the Ace of Swords. This is beautiful. And with the it's the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and Two of Cups. Oh, with the World. Oh, this is beautiful. Your reading was very overwhelming, and I'm so proud of you because the energy, it starts off so dark and so heavy. And it's like there could have been times of thoughts of, self-abuse. And I am proud that you have eased on your adversities, or you have realized that you are worthy, right? That you're no longer going to give, you're going to allow people to show what they want to provide or offer to you in pertaining to a relationship. There is no question that your experience, I'm just constantly getting transmute here. Let me let's get that love. I want to see something. This is a choppy reading, so I just have to deliver what it's supposed to be. But there is an ending of you allowing people to control you, your life. There's an ending of feeling like you're being controlled, like someone's working behind the scenes, pulling your strings. It says calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help you bring together. I truly believe this was some activation too, bringing you, stepping into your heaven on earth. Let's look at some emotions, thoughts, and actions. And we'll get overall direction. But yeah, your story definitely needs to be told, viewer. Okay. There's others whom are imprisoned by narcissistic families, and they're getting taken advantage of being robbed from the life that they deserve. Okay. We have sorrow, heartache. Yeah, this is like those narcissistic energies are coming to you and they're saying, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. Right? It's like now they can feel the pain that you felt. That's in the past. It's like someone's trying to resurrect the past all over again, homesick. And you're calling in new. And that's why they're irritated or are looking demolished. Because they can't latch on to this new beginning. They can no longer rob you from your new beginnings. Yeah. Every time, good on the job. Good on the job, and then I gotta find another one. Or everything's going good, something crazy happens. This is no longer being infected. You're healed. Let's shed some lighting. Instead of overall direction, let's shed some light on your reading. Get grounded. They took advantage of the most precious gift of all, your empath. And now that you're grounded, for some of you are now just getting grounded, right? Still probably shedding tears, the heartache, feeling lost in the homesick, right? The sorrow of coming to realization that the people that say they loved you never did. It just feels like, I thought it only happened in movies. No, it happens in real life. It's real. And be damned if it's the closest loved one, right? That title, the head of the household. Like, wow, you birthed me and you envy and you hate me. That's the worst that a child should experience. The worst trauma is those who are supposed to be providers and caregivers and guardians. Ill intention and ill will. I am proud of you, viewer. Continue to ground yourself. You have called in love. But understand that this new love, these new relationships, these new opportunities, embrace them with openness. It may be difficult because you may be coming off. How many wands is this? 2, 4, 6, 7 wands. Right? People are coming in to assist, and you may be standoffish. Like, I got this. And it's like, no, allow people to come in. Right? Instead of you offering your cup first, allow people to offer and fulfill you. It's okay. It's okay to say thank you as well. All right? Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.